Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you a game between Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer. This is a game from Spassky-Fischer World Chess Championship match played in 1972. Boris Spassky had white pieces and he started with d4. Bobby Fischer played knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to f3, d5, knight to c3, bishop to b4, the Nimzo-Indian defense, e3, the Rubinstein variation. Fischer castled kingside, bishop to d3, c5 attacking white center. Spassky castled kingside too, knight to c6 asking a question, black to move. Bishop to a5. Bishop takes on c3 is the most played move nowadays. Bishop to a5, keeping the bishop here. Take note of this bishop. White to move. Knight to e2. D takes on c4. Bishop takes on c4. Bishop to b6. D takes on c5. Queen takes queen. Rook takes queen. Bishop takes on c5. b4. Bishop to e7. Bishop to b2. Bishop to d7. Rook from a to c1. Rook from f to d8. The material is equal, but white is standing slightly better. Only slightly. White to move. Knight from e to d4. This may not be the strongest move by white. You'll see why. Knight takes on d4. Knight takes on d4. Bishop to a4. Bishop to b3. Bishop takes on b3. Knight takes on b3. Rook takes rook. Check. Rook takes rook. Rook to c8. White to move. King to f1. King to f8. Let's take it back. If rook to c2, one line goes like this. Bishop takes on f6. Bishop takes on f6. Rook to d7. And white is standing slightly better. If rook to c3, rook takes on b7, threatening checkmate. If h6, knight to c5, rook takes on a3, knight to d7. White is standing slightly better. Back to our game. Fischer played king to f8. King to e2, knight to e4. Rook to c1, rook takes on c1. Bishop takes rook. f6. Knight to a5. Knight to d6. King to d3. Spassky's king is better placed. Bishop to d8. Knight to c4. Bishop to c7, knight takes on d6, bishop takes on d6, white to move. Should white play h3 to save the pawn on h2? Spassky played b5. In the interview after the game, Spassky said that he expected the game to end in a draw, but there was a surprise. What would you do in this position if you had black pieces? Perhaps something like king to e7 or king to f7 was expected. But remember the dark-square bishop which Fischer didn't want to exchange at move 8 for the knight when a3 was played. Fischer used that bishop to capture the pawn on h2. What is wrong with this move? What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Spassky happily trapped the bishop with g3, h5, king to e2, h4, king to f3, king to e7, king to g2, h takes on g3, f takes on g3, bishop takes on g3, king takes on g3. For his bishop, Fischer only got 2 pawns, not enough. King to d6, a4, king to d5, bishop to a3, king to e4, bishop to c5, black to move, a6. What about b6? What would you do in this position? If you had white pieces, what is the best square for the bishop? If b6, then bishop takes on b6, and after a takes on b6, a5. If king to d5, a6, and white is winning. After, say, king to d6, a7, king to c7, the pawn is too fast. Back to our game. a6, b6, f5, king to h4, f4, pawn takes pawn on f4, king takes on f4, king to h5, king to f5. Let's take it back. If g5, one line goes like this. a5, g4, bishop to d6, check, king to f3, king to g5, g3, bishop takes on g3, king takes on g3, king to f6, king to f4, king takes pawn on e6, king to e4, king to d6, king to d4, king to c7, king to c4, king takes on b7. White is winning. Back to our game. King to f5 was played. Bishop to e3, preventing g5, king to e4, bishop to f2, king to f5, bishop to h4, e5, bishop to g5, e4, bishop to e3, king to f6, king to g4, king to e5, king to g5, king to d5, king to f5, a5, bishop to f2, g5, king takes on g5, king to c4, king to f5, king to b4, king takes on e4, king takes pawn on a4, king to d5, king to b5. White played a move and black resigned, and the move is king to d6. Fischer resigned. For the entertainment purpose, I will show you just one line. a4, bishop to d4, king to b4, king to c7, a3, king takes on b7, king to c4, bishop to g7, a2, king to c6, king to b3, b7, and I guess we can stop here. Not a good start for Bobby Fischer, losing in the first game of the match. The match was full of dramas, but Fischer rose to the occasion and won the match, making chess more popular than ever before. What do you think of this game? Thank you for watching, and bye for now.